Things I'd like to forget, part two. Could never keep a car long enough to enjoy it in my teens because I was always getting speeding tickets or exhibition of speed in front of the high school. Most of these tickets were in my 56 Chevy Nomad station wagon. It was midnight blue. Now the strange ticket I got was racing someone backwards on Brandon Boulevard at 12 a.m. in the morning. Clocked it 60 miles an hour. Now the cop asked me if I had won, and I said yes. And he says, "Was it worth it?" I said no. The cop was also a Mason, as was my father. My father was the Mason president at the time. He probably knew about what I did before I was able to tell him. Anyway, I was taken away for a week. The car was taken from me after about a year and a half, basically, because I could never shut up when I was arguing with my father, what I'd done, and so it turned into a week, a month, a year, and well, he just sold my car. Well, my friend Don, who used to steal his father's 1959 Ford Ranchero, when his parents were out of town, we'd always, most weekends, we'd drive down to Van Nuys Boulevard and cruise, which is where all the hot cars would be, and of course we would try and pick up women, like that was going to happen to two 16-year-olds. The Sunset Strip was also another place we'd drive down to. By the way, we never got caught taking his father's car. Now, Don had a very filthy mouth, but when he came to my parents' house, he was always nice to my parents. Like Eddie Haskell in Leave It to Beaver. Don would get me in trouble in my first 2 years of high school. My last year in high school, Don was gone and married. So my friend Bill and I looked for trouble. We had a flat tire once in Hollywood and walked into this house and asked if we could use the phone. A group of these people were chanting, and this guy comes up to me and says to me, I chanted for a trip around the world, and it happened. And I said, can I chant you away? Never got to make that phone call, of course. Second car I had was a 1960 Dodge, I think. And I really never took good care of it. I don't think I ever changed the oil. Tires were always, going flat. Brakes were always, all thrashed. I'd be in Hollywood and the brakes would be grinding. One time they were grinding so bad we were laughing our heads off. Even when the cop pulled us over, he thought we were high, and so he had us walk the line. We passed. Still couldn't stop laughing. A year later, the car blew up, and I was without wheels. After I got out of the Army in 1970, I got a 1961 Chevy Brown Bel Air that Cyrus Round drove around for a while. Until somebody hit me from behind and pushed me into a dump truck. But with that money from the insurance company, I bought a 1965 Chevy Impala. And the boys managed to call it the rocket car, because they used to have extra lights in the back. Of course, we were a drinking band, and it was a big car, and it fit all five of us in there, and girls if we were lucky. It really wasn't a good way to meet girls. So by 1974, I was driving a 1972 Pinto, which lasted me till 1977. Now, in 1977, I bought a 1977 Pinto Cruise Wagon, and all my friends thought that was a party car. It really wasn't. They called it the bait catcher car, and it really wasn't. So I had the car when I got married, but it died by 1988. Transmission went out. By that time, my friend Don and I hadn't spoken in years, and he got divorced and remarried, and we did not see each other for another 35 years. My friend Bill, I heard he was homeless the last time I talked to one of my friends. Don seems to be doing well, working for Disneyland now. I guess we all grow up sooner or later, right? Right.